Good morning, student. I, Purnia, welcome you to my class. And today we are going to do chapter number 7, that is Glimpse of India. There are 3 parts in the lesson. First is a baker from Goa, which we are going to do tomorrow. Then, children, we are having Coorg, and finally tea from Assam. Okay. So today we are going to do a baker from Goa. Now, this lesson is written by Lucio Rodriguez, 1916 to 73. He was a great Konkani essayist. He wrote several articles in English and Konkani to various periodicals and magazines. He served as the visiting professor of folklore at many universities and also as a professor of English in Mumbai and Goa. His essays were posthumously published under the title of Soul and Soil and Soul. So, what was the name of the children publisher who used to publish his things? It was Of Soil and Soul and Konkani Folk Tales. Subtle humor and informal narration are the essential feature of his writing. Now let me tell you what exactly is there in the chapter A Baker from Goa. So children, the writer presents a pen portrait of traditional Goan village baker who still has an important place in his society. Elders still think fondly of the famous Portuguese loaves of bread. The family tradition is still carried on even today by the new generation of bakers or peddlers in Goa. Even today, marriage gifts are meaningless without the sweet bread or the ball, just as a party or a feast loses its charm without Goan bread. So children, basically this was the theme. Now I will be telling you some important points of the story, and children, I will be explaining the background of the story. So my first point is elders nostalgic about Portuguese bread. Okay, elders nostalgic about Portuguese bread. Elders in Goa still think fondly about those good old Portuguese days and their famous loaves of bread. The eater of loaves might have died, but the makers are still there. The fire in the furnace that make this bread has not been extinguished. At least the third and jingle of the baker's bamboo still heralds his arrival in the morning. So children, some of the people, those who used to buy the some of the peoples who were there, they were dead, but still the people of the next generation, they are still baking the bread. So children, elders in Goa still think fondly about those good old Portuguese days and their famous loaves of bread. The eaters of loaf might have died, but the makers are still there. The fire in the furnace that make this bread has not yet been extinguished. At least the third and jingle of the baker's bamboo still heralds his arrival in the morning. Now, baker's arrival. Our second main point of this chapter is baker's arrival. The narrator recalled his childhood in Goa. The baker used to be their friend, companion, and guide. He used to come at least twice a day. The children ran to meet the bakers the moment they heard the jingle thud of his bamboo. He would greet the late jingle thud of his bamboo. He would greet the lady of the house. The elders enjoyed the typical fragrance of those loaves, and the kid the music of the bamboo. Now, our third point is baker's importance on Christmas and other festival. Okay, bakers, bakers. So, children, our third point is bakers' importance on Christmas and other festivals. Third point is bakers' importance on Christmas and other festivals. Right? So children, marriage gifts in Goa are meaningless without the sweet bread or the bowl. That sweet bowl, bread were also known as a bowl, B-O-L. Any party or feast is incomplete without bread. The baker is very important for the village. On the occasion of her daughter's engagement, the lady of the house must prepare sandwiches, cakes, and bolinas is a must for Christmas and for the festival. So children, what was important delicacies on the occasions of daughters of the lady of the house must prepare sandwiches, cakes, and bolinas. These three dishes are the important. And children, fourth, that what was the baker's dress. Okay, what was the baker's dress? Well, in good old days, the bakers or bread seller had a peculiar dress. It was called the kabai. So what dress was called, children? What was known as baker's dress? Kabai. Okay, this the baker, they used to put a special type of dresses, and it was known as kabai. It was a single piece frock reaching down to the knees. So it was just like the frock, and it used to reach to the knee. Even today, anyone who wears a shirt and trousers shorter than full length, then he is said to be dressed like a padder. Padder is a word given to the baker. Okay, padder was also known as baker. So baking a profitable profession. So children, at that time baking was a profitable position. Okay, so baking was really a profitable profession in those days. The bakers and their families were quite prosperous and happy. Their plump bodies were an open testimony to their prosperity. So children, this were all about the bakers of Goa. Okay, now I would again like to tell you the main points of the story. Elders often think fondly of good Portuguese days and their famous loaves of bread. The age-old furnace still bakes those breads. The thud and jingle of the baker's bamboo announcing his arrival can still be heard in some places. Even today, these bakers are known as padder in Goa. The children ran to meet and greet him, the longest for bread bangles and sweet bread of special make. Marriage gifts were meaningless without the sweet bread known as a bowl. The lady of the house must prepare sandwiches on the occasion of her daughter's engagement. Cakes and bolinhas is a must for Christmas and other festival. The presence of the baker furnace in the village is absolutely essential. The baker in old days used to wear a dress known as the kabai. Baking was quite a profitable profession in the old days. The baker and his family always looked happy and prosperous. Okay, so children, I'm here at page number 84, Glimpses of India. And children, we are doing the first part, A Bakers from Goa. Now children, before we read, some points are here. What images of people and of place come to your mind when you think of our country? What parts of India have you lived in or visited? Can you name some popular tourist destination? You may know that apart from the British, the Dutch and the French, the Portuguese have also played a part in the history of our country. Can you say which part of India shows French and Portuguese influences? Can you say which parts of India grow tea or coffee? A baker from Goa. This is a pen portrait of a traditional Goan village baker who still has an important place in the society. Our elders are often heard reminiscing nostalgically about those good old Portuguese days. Reminiscing nostalgically means thinking fondly of the past. The Portuguese and their famous loaves of bread. So children, reminiscing nostalgically means thinking fondly of the past, about those good old Portuguese days, the Portuguese and their famous loaves of bread. Those eaters of loaf might have vanished, but the makers are still there. We still have amongst us the mixture, the molders, and those who bake the loaves. What is loaf, children? When the bread is not cut into pieces, so that is known as loaves. Those age-old time tested furnaces still exist. The fire in the furnaces has not yet been extinguished. The thud and the jingle of the traditional baker's bamboo heralding his arrival in the morning can still be heard in some places. Maybe the father is not alive, but the son still carries on the family profession. Those bakers are even today known as padder in Goa. During our childhood in Goa, the baker used to be our friend, companions, and guide. He used to come at least twice a day. Once when he set out in the morning on his selling round, and then again when he returned after emptying his huge basket. So children, the writer is remembering when he was a child in Goa. The baker used to be there, his friend and his companion as well as his guide. He used to come at least twice a day, once when he set out in the morning on his selling round, and then again when he returned after emptying his huge basket. The jingling thud of his bamboo woke us up from sleep, and we ran to meet and greet him. Why was it so? Why is for the love of the loaf? Not at all. Was it for the love of the loaf? Not at all. The loaves were bought by some Paskin in Bastlin, the maid servant of the house. What we longed for were those bread bangles which we chose carefully. Sometimes it was sweet bread of a special maker. The baker made his musical entry on the scene with the chang chang sound of his specially made bamboo staff. So, children, when the baker used to come near the colony or near the house, a special type of sound used to be there, and that was the bang bang sound on the ground. Okay, so the baker made his musical entry on the scene with the jang jang sound of his specially made bamboo staff. And children, that jang jang sound used to come um, from his bamboo staff. One hand supported the basket on his head, and the other banged the bamboo on the ground. So, children, how he used to come? One hand he used to catch the basket on his hand, and children, on other hand he was carrying the bamboo. He used to bang it on the ground. He would greet the lady of the house with good morning and then place his basket on the vertical bamboo. So, children, the bamboo was vertical. Whenever he used to meet any lady of the house, so he used to wish her good morning, put the bamboo basket on that vertical bamboos, and children, okay, and children placed his basket on vertical bamboo. We kids would be pushed aside with a mild rebuke. Rebuke is an expression of disapproval or is scolding. Children, when the children used to surround that baker, ladies of the house, they used to rebuke them. That means, children, they were unwanted. They were in an expression of disapproval or a scolding. And the loaves would be delivered to the servant. But we would not give up. We would climb a bench on the parapet and peep into the basket. But children are children. Why should they want to quit? So somehow they would, children, peep into the basket after climbing on a bench or the parapet. I can still recall the typical fragrance of those loaves for the elders and the bangles for the children. So, children, two types of bread he used to bring. He used to bring loaves for the elders, and for the children, bangles. Then we did not even care to brush our teeth or wash our mouth properly. The children were so happy when they used to get that. At some time, children, they used to eat without brushing their teeth or without washing their mouth. And why should we? Who would take the trouble of plucking the mango leaf for the toothbrush? And why was it necessary at all? The tiger never brushed his teeth. Hot tea could wash and clean up everything so nicely after all. Okay, now, children, who would like to brush after teeth after eating? Hot tea, or children, would wash and clean up everything so nicely after all. What are the things were inside the mouth? It used to get cleaned by hot tea. Now, page number 87. Marriage's gifts are meaningless without the sweet bread known as the bowl, just as a party or a feast loses its charm without bread. So, children, the writer is telling marriage gifts are meaningless without the sweet bread known as the bowl, just as a party or a feast loses its charm without bread. So, children, whatever the party used to be there, whatever the feast used to be there, children, it never used to it never used to look charming without bread. Not enough can be said to show how important a baker can be for a village. And children, for the village, okay, because villagers, they don't have time to go outside to the market. So, children, it was useful for them. The baker used to come to the village near their house and they used to buy. The lady of the house must prepare sandwiches on the occasion of her daughter's engagement. Now, if any function used to be there, any festival used to be there, so children, the lady of the house they used to prepare three things. First, the sandwiches on the occasion of her daughter's engagement. Then, children, cakes and bolinhas. Okay, it's a type of dish are a must for Christmas as well as other festivals. So children, when Christmas used to be there, when other festival used to be there, these three dishes used to be cooked. So one was cake and bolinas, the other was sandwiches. Thus, the presence of the baker furnace in the village is absolutely essential. So, children, the baker furnace in a village was very essential because children, whenever there was some any other good things like festive things like children, what to say, children, the daughter's engagement or some festival. So three things used to get required. One was cake, bolinas, and the sandwiches. And this all were children prepared with the help of the bakers. The baker or bread seller of those days had a peculiar dress known as kabai. So children, I think I wrote you about the dress children which the people used to, bakers used to wear. They used to wear a special type of dress children at that time, and that was known as, okay, that was known as kabai. It was a struggle. It was a single piece long frock reached down to the knees. So children, it was a single piece long frock reached down to the knees. In our childhood, we saw bakers wearing a shirt and a trousers. So children, in it was a single piece long frock reaching down to the knees. In our childhood, children, we saw bakers wearing a shirt and a trousers which were shorter than full length ones and longer than half pants. Even today, anyone who wears a half pant which reaches just below the knee invites the comment that he is dressed like a pedder. What is a pedder? Pedder were known as bakers at that time. The basket usually collected his bills at the end of the month. Monthly accounts used to be recorded on some wall in pencil. Baking was indeed a profitable profession in the old days. The baker and his family never starved. He and his family and his servant always looked happy and prosperous. Their plump physique was an open testimony to this. Even today, any person with a jackfruit like physical appearance is easily compared to a baker. Okay, plum physics is a children a bit fat. Okay, plum physics. Like I'm having plum physics. I'm a bit, not so much, but bit fat. Okay. So student, we have finished this lesson, and from this lesson children we are aware of few things. Okay, and what are these few things? These are few things are about the bakers of Goa. Okay, and like children, elders often think fondly of good Portuguese days and their famous loaves of bread. The age-old furnace still bakes those breads. The thud and jingle of the baker's bamboo announce his arrival can still be heard in some places. Children, still be heard in some places means they are still there. Children, their generation are still there, and children they are having the same business. Even today, these bakers are known as padders in Goa. The children ran to meet and greet them. They long for bread bangles and sweet bread of special make. Marriage gifts were meaningless without the sweet bread known as bowl. The lady of the house must prepare sandwiches on the occasion of her daughter's engagement. Cakes and bolinas are a must for Christmas and other festivals. The presence of the baker furnace in the village is absolutely essential. The bakers in old days used to wear a dress known as kabai. Just now I told this point also. They were putting special type of dress known as kabai. Baking was quite a profitable profession in the old days. The baker and his family always looked happy and prosperous. Okay, so children, here the bakers of Goa has been described. The bakers or the pedder used to be an essential part of the Goan's life. The baker or bread seller had a peculiar dress during the Portuguese days. It was known as the kabai. It was a single piece long frock reaching down to their knees. With the passage of time, they started wearing a shirt and trousers which were just longer than the short pants. The baker and his family always looked happy and prosperous in the good old days. His sweet breads or the bowls are still the part of feasts, marriages, or children festival like Christmas in Goa. Still, people enjoy this feast. Okay, this is all we know about a children bakers of Goa. That means they are there. We can still feel their presence, though their father and forefathers have no more in this world, but they are children. The generation are still there, and they are carrying the same business. So the makers of those loaves are still present in Goa. The third and jingle of the baker's bamboo herald his arrival in the morning. Okay, so children, this is all about the bakers of Goa, and with this children, we came to know about many things. Okay, so that's all. In our childhood, the writer is telling the baker used to be their friend, their companion, and their guide also. And the baker used to come children at least twice a day, one before going and one after selling their things. Okay, so with this I end my chapter here and I conclude my video here. But at the same time, I think I must tell you few things like children, some important points like the boys ran to meet and greet them. Whenever children, they are so important, the boys, they used to wait, and children, when they used to come, okay, they used to meet and greet them. And children, marriage's gift have no meaning without them, because children, why? Because a sweet bread was baked, and that sweet bread was known as bowl, which was served in the marriages. So a baker was an important for village. On the occasion of her daughter's engagement, the lady of the house, children, and also children, the bakers were important in the village, because children, the ladies used to prepare three things, and these three things only the baker used to make. Like children, the children sandwiches, which is prepared from what? Sandwiches are prepared from bread. Then children, one type of dishes, what was that? Children, it was a traditional dishes. Okay, these also were prepared from them. Then cakes and bolinas, these were the two important dishes that was also prepared in the bakery. And children, what dress was known which baker used to wear? It was kabai. What dress, children, was known? It was known as kabai. It was a single piece long frock reaching down to the knee. In our childhood, the baker used to wear a shirt and trousers. Even today, anyone wearing a half pant reaching just below the knee invites a comment that he is, children, dressed like a peddler. And children, generally children, the whole month they used to sell the things, and at last children, they used to get the bills. Okay, monthly accounts were recorded on some walls. So children, on wall, children, month wise they used to write the records of the person, how much that person has purchased, how much that this person has purchased. Baker and his family were always happy. Okay, even today, any person with a jackfruit like physical appearance is essentially compared to what? To a baker. So nowadays also children, bakers who are fat and plump, person who are fat and plump, they are compared to baker. Okay. So baking was a very children, what to say, baking was a very profitable profession in the old days in Goa. And children, people used to earn a lot because on all the occasion children, it was the bakers who were recalled. It was the bakers who were taken help, whether in preparing sandwiches by the ladies, the bread used to come from the baker, whether in preparation of the cake. Okay, so many things. So without baker their life was not, without would not have gone easily. So with this, I end my video here. Thank you and have a nice day ahead.